BX, Honka's Japanese breadcrumbs. Oh, okay. On GBX, new Dexter season started yesterday. First episode is fire. They brought back a lot of OPs for cameos. Now, is this the continuation to that bullshit they had last time with his son? I hated that. I make that shit not true. Make that to have been a dream. I hate that last season of Dexter. What was it called? Whatever. The one where he had a son who was like evil or whatever. Fuck out of here. I hate it. They should have just did the trial of Dexter, nigga. Like, the trial of Dexter where you bring back all the old people that Dexter has affected in his life to testify on it. Like on some the last episode of Seinfeld type shit. That's all we need, and we good, nigga. We don't need no son that, he has the serial killer gene. Like, okay, my nigga. All right, we get it. We get it. What was it? Triangle Killer? I forgot the name of that one that Dexter had like the biggest beef with. Yeah, he could have affected the child to where now he's like Dexter. But still, nigga, come on, we don't need another one of that. And another one. And then the prequel series, I watched like our first 2 to 3 episodes of the prequel. It was okay. It's just a lot of details are not like how fucking Dexter said it was, which tells me is that Dexter is not a reliable narrator. So everything that we've seen in the first series of Dexter could have not even had fucking happened. Dexter is like the main character from American Psycho with what's my man name from Batman? Christian Bale. The weird nigga, that shit all could be in his brain. But whatever. You said like BX, did you just hear the train? Be able to tune that out after a few times. Trains do be loud. That's something I could tune out. Right? It's not like pounding on walls or the floor or some shit. He said, come on now, BS. Do you like that last season? I couldn't fuck with it. I hated it. My bad. I'm shaking the damn thing that's holding my phone. I hated the last season of Dexter. Not the last season of Dexter. The last, I guess you could say, variation of Dexter where they had his son. I didn't like that. I hated that shit. So, well, from what you just said, you may want to peep the first episode. Oh, okay. So they're finally going to do the trial of Dexter. Finally. Shit. Let's get to that. Let's get to that. Man, I don't want to see this other bullshit where you following your son secretly. The Trinity Killer. There you go. There you go. Yeah, he was wild. He wild though. You hating? I'm a nostalgic fan. I just love they're keeping it going 20 years later. I'm not mad at that, but I've seen so many times they brought something back and fucked it up. I understand what you're saying now. Or I'm a huge Heroes fan. I used to write letters to NBC begging for them to bring Heroes back. They brought Heroes back. It was ass. Not good at all. Not good. There's a few shows that they brought back that was good. I mean, what's the other one that I like that they brought back? Prison Break. I liked the last Prison Break. That was pretty decent. It was a nice closing of the story. Don't do no more. That's good. It's over. No more prisons to break out of. It's done. But I like shit like that. But Dexter, I fuck with the original series. I didn't like when they brought him back and he had the beard and he was following his son and shit. I hate that. I hate that. He all breathing hard in the car after he got shot. Nigga. Hey, how you doing, Chris? So I knew you wouldn't like the last 2 seasons they did, though. Yeah, I ain't fuck with it. I ain't like that shit. The prequel was okay, but it just, once it confirmed that Dexter's not a reliable narrator, I'm like, whoa, Dexter, this isn't what that's not how you said you entered the police force, my nigga. Why are we seeing something different? Why is your father reacting differently than how he reacted in flashbacks? right? I'm that type of fan. I'm gonna notice shit like that. And I don't think it's done from bad writing. I think it's done from them trying to tell you, don't believe a word Dexter says. That's what I think that the creators are telling you. That Dexter just be making shit up. Only watched the first few episodes of the first season of Dexter. It was pretty good. I like Dexter. I like shit like that in general. Son's still in it. The other stuff I said is mixed in. Okay. I didn't like the son. OMG, when they brought back the BS heroes, OMG, me and Kratos were disappointed. Yeah. Saying that was some bullshit. I didn't like that. Like, they killed off some of the best characters, took away the powers of some of the other best characters, made certain characters evil out of fucking nowhere. The psychic is evil? Since when? The show started with him being like the most pure of heart in the entire series. He was the one that was a cop that was using his psychic ability to solve crimes. The one that found the missing girl. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Now he's evil in the fuck out of here. I already had my problems with heroes in general because of the last season. Yeah, that writer's strike fucked that up. But I wanted it to come back because I thought they could fix it. I was wrong. They fucked that up. I hated the new storyline of like the two chosen ones. They got the girl that had like she can control nature, which is a crazy ability. That's like God tier in the universe of superpowers. And then you had the dude that was they made it seem like he was a time master, but then what it was that he just had Peter's power. Garbage. So were they saying that Peter was his father? Who was the kid's fathers? Was it Siler or Peter? Yeah, they fucked that up. I like Prison Break. Prison Break was my shit. Thinking about a reboot or some kind of continuation of Oz. I was thinking about that recently too. I used to love Oz, even though I was too young to be watching that shit. Ada Beasy scared the fuck out of me. But I wouldn't be mad at a remake if they just kept it true to the original. I wouldn't be mad. That was like a really dope way of doing like a soap opera. Right? And just put them in prison and have these different characters. It was more so on some Game of Thrones shit, nigga. A main character could die like that, nigga. In fact, spoiler alert, that happened a lot of times. Hey, how they ended the show, Santa Clara Diet. That was my I don't think I said that right. Was on Netflix with Drew Barrymore and Timothy Olyphant. I know what you're talking about. I just never watched it. Right? One of these days I might. I like to binge watch shows years after they come out. That's how I binge watch a lot of shows. But I've seen commercials. I think it's where she's like a zombie or some shit, right? I might check that out, especially because it's supernatural. But yeah, I like to watch shows like once they finish, years after they came out. And sometimes I get pissed because I find out they canceled some shit that was good. Hey, how you doing, DJ? And beers, I've missed your lives. Word up, I've missed them too. But we just come in here, just chop it up about anything. Netflix seems to rush some into those shows sometimes. And then sometimes they'll keep some shit going that has no business going. Like you. Oh my fucking God. Even after they ended, I still hated this shit. Man, you were so good. I loved you. That was like one of the greatest TV shows ever, bro. Season 1 was art. Season 2 was art. And then it just downhill, nigga. This nigga Joe is wilding out. Like Joe always was wilding out, but you had some form of sympathy for him. Not them last 2 seasons, nigga. I was like, cut this shit off. And then just cancel it. Put him in jail, nigga. It's over. I ain't with certain shows. They just drag that shit. That's why I like watching a lot of like UK television. Nigga, they get in 1 season, 6 episodes, boom, 3 seasons overall, in and out. In and out, whole show done. Sometimes even 2 seasons, 4 episodes, like each season. Boom, it's out. I like UK television for that reason. Right, one of my favorite shows is a show called Inside Number 9. The fact that they had damn near, I think, yeah, they had 9 seasons of that show, and almost nobody heard of it is like agonizing. Like I hate that. That shit was better than Black Mirror to me. Right, when you're watching a show or a movie and the ending sucks, it makes me so mad. Yes, yeah, that's happened to me with a few things. Anime, TV show. Like I could just start naming shit. Blacklist. I still might have to square up with niggas. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. But Blacklist was one of my favorite TV shows. Redditon was my man's. And then, spoiler alert, found out he was your woman's. Where the fuck did that come from? Redditon's a woman? Huh? What? The niggas just went woke. It's not what the fuck the story's about. Not when you killed the main character off too. That's when I knew it was over. I was like, yeah, it's done. But the Blacklist, amazing first few seasons, horrible last 2 seasons, trash. What else? Flash. I was loving the Flash on CW until I wasn't. Arrow, Smallville. I still haven't finished Supernatural, but I'm hoping they don't fuck it up. Hoping. Please don't fuck it up. If my man Dean go out like a bitch, I swear, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad, bro. That's my nigga. Bro, okay, that's one of my favorite characters in television history. My nigga Dean Winchester. That's my son. My guy. They better not fuck his character up in any way, shape, or form. Now, Sam, he been a bitch. Get him the fuck up out of here. I don't care. Castiel, I kind of like him. I kind of like Castiel. I don't want nothing bad to happen to him. Sam, he been a bitch. Get that tall ass nigga the fuck about it. BXS show will tell you to watch called Upload on Amazon. The last season is coming and out in August. I'll let you know when it's over. Then you can binge all 4 seasons. Definitely will. No, that's my style. I'm the binge master. I be binging shit. I binge the fuck out of shit. Oh, what's his name? Squid Games? That's another show where the ending is doo-doo. Ending is ass. It's kind of how I felt about the first Dexter series. Yeah, I wasn't messing with the ending too much. At the same time, though, I kind of got it. The main writer left mid-series, and Def wasn't as good as the first few seasons. That makes sense, but still fucked it up. If any of you watched the movie Sinners? It's on HBO Max. Yeah, I watched it. I thought it was decent. I think there's certain things that could be fixed about it, right? I hated that Asian woman at the end. Oh, she got me mad. You had like 1 hour to wait, miss. 1 fucking hour. You couldn't wait 1 hour? No, let's torch the whole fucking place. That's keeping all of us safe. Stupid ass. But yeah, there's certain things I would switch or change, but I thought it was okay. I thought it was decent. Right? I mean, it was no Interview with a Vampire, but it was good. Pretty sure that's the movie BX and Cindy were talking about on a panel a few weeks ago. Yeah. The vampire movie with Michael B. Jordan. Sinners is a good movie. I think you would like it, BX. Yeah, I saw it. I thought it was decent. There's a few things I would have switched, but I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Supernatural, never finished it either. But before I stopped watching, it definitely went downhill. See? I'm going to finish it one of these days. I'm going to just binge that whole shit. Right? I could just sense that it was going downhill, so I stopped. I was just like, yeah, I don't want to watch it all the way to the end. Like, there's very few shows I've watched where the whole show, even the ending, I like. Once Upon a Time, maybe, but that's because they saved themselves. The season before the last season was doo-doo, but then the last season brought it back. They brought it back. I liked Once Upon a Time. That was pretty good. Community was fire. The gas leak here. I still liked Community. Still thought that was an amazing show. Wait, no spoilers? must have missed the part when they were talking about it. That movie is so good. My son loves it. I watched it 5 times. Hey, I ain't spoil you. I ain't spoil. It's just certain things I didn't like. Certain things I didn't like. Sorry about the, oh, yeah, I think I did say one detail, but that's not something super major. Something that's aggravating, but it's just not super major. Watched the Minecraft movie with my daughter because she loves the video game. It wasn't too bad except the horrible, ridiculous get up they made Jason Momoa wear his hairstyle for the movie. That's hilarious. I never really played Minecraft. I know much about it, but I did see that the movie came up. I'm waiting to watch and finish a bunch of shows to my kids. I just a bit older because I can't finish ish without constantly being interrupted. I feel you on that. Shit, when I be into a show and I'm trying to finish it, nigga, I will duck off anywhere. I remember when I was watching How to Get Away with Murder, nigga, I was walking down the street, phone in hand, glued to the screen, which is crazy, but I had to finish that damn show. Even though I didn't like how it ended, I had to finish it. I wanted to see if they was going to bring my favorite character back, but not how I wanted them to. They kind of did, but not how I wanted them to. But yeah, there's a few shows that are just that good. Like I like a lot of Korean shows too. Squid Game fucked up though, but there's way better shows than Squid Game. I like Alice in Borderland more than I like Squid Game. I'm waiting to finish a bunch of shows. Passed on that one. My hubs and daughter watched it and liked it. Yeah, I'm not watching the Minecraft movie. I don't think it's for me. All right. When it comes to video game movies, it's not many video game movies that are actually good. It's not many that are good. Tekken was trash. The Super Mario Brothers movie from back in the day was trash too. I think we still like it because of nostalgia. But I ain't like that shit. The new one, the cartoon version, I'm not counting cartoons. I thought that was okay, but I'm not counting cartoons. Not counting that. Definitely not. There's a lot of good shows out there. I watched a good show called Karma on Netflix. Amazing. It's like on some Crash type shit. I don't know what game that is, Bean. It's a game? I don't think I've played that. They should make a John Wick video game. I haven't gamed in so long. When I get the computer fixed, we gonna do some gaming. It's a game? Okay. Man, when I get my computer fixed, we gonna get back into some gaming. Shit, I miss playing Stardew Valley, man. That's a very relaxing game. Very relaxing. I'm looking at TV shows that I've watched the most on here. Why Will and Grace popped up? That's crazy. I did watch that whole season. Lost. I definitely watched Lost. Didn't like how that ended. I think I watched did I finish Handmaid's Tale? I must have watched at least 5 seasons of Handmaid's Tale. I've watched all of Cobra Kai. Loved it. Love Cobra Kai. Arrow, definitely watched that. Dark. If you like sci-fi, time travel, Dark is pretty good. Flash, trash. Season 1 was the only good season. Did I watch Entourage? I feel like I started it. Squid Game. Started good, trash ending. The Boys, I'm up to date. I didn't watch the new season. Walking Dead, I watched most of it. I haven't watched all the spinoffs though. Yeah, what's this spinoff? Walking Dead, World Beyond? I never watched that. Never watched that. I only watched one of the spinoffs, the one with Rick. And boy, do I hate Rick. Rick is a bitch. Breaking Bad, I've watched that whole series. That was good. Game of Thrones, watched that. Ended horribly. The 100, I watched that. I ain't like that ending either. Dexter, I watched that whole joint. Peaky Blinders, I feel like I watched that whole series. think I did. I'm all close to the damn screen. Cobra Kai, Kratos loves Cobra Kai. Same deal with Flash, but he held on longer than you did, PX. But finally gave up on it. Yeah, I couldn't. Damn, I couldn't. Flash was so doo-doo. It was like they forgot what the hell they did. Season 1 was beautiful. And then they just jumped the fucking shark. They got Gorilla Grodd running around. They just started trying to do fan service as a way to try to get people back, and it wasn't working. I hated the last few seasons of Flash. I hated every season except for season 1, actually. Like, I could break down the entire Flash in 2 sentences. Flash wants to be the fastest man alive, ends up getting his ass beat by the actual fastest man alive. That's almost every season of Flash. And don't worry, those are different people. He wants to be the fastest man in season 1, gets that ass whooped in season 1 by the actual fastest man. Wants to be the fastest in season 2, gets whooped by the actual faster man. You see a pattern here? When the fuck is Flash going to be the fastest man alive? He starts to show off every episode. I'm Barry Allen. I'm the fastest man alive. We've never seen him be the fastest man alive in the entire show. The whole fucking show. Everybody was faster than him. Jesse Quick. Fucking his sidekick. Not Speedy. Speedy's Green Arrow sidekick. Kid Flash. Fucking Reverse Flash. Zoom. Like, everybody named Mom was faster than this nigga. They had a season when a nigga in the wheelchair was faster than him, bro. I was like, cut this shit off. I can't watch it no more. Because nigga in the wheelchair, they had a car that was faster than him one season. Them niggas was wilding. One of my favorite sitcoms is New Girl. I never finished it, but I liked it. It had charm. I think I watched this episode where, who was it that the New Girl met? It was like a fucking crossover episode where she went on someone else's show. Damn. Was it Always Sunny in Philadelphia? No, I don't think so. It might have been the one with Damon Wayans Jr. But anyway, I watched The New Girl. I like it. I wish they would pick a black guy. Like, I feel like every episode they switch, nigga. One episode's Damon Wayans as like coach. The next episode is the other black dude. I'm like, nigga, bitch. Come on, pick one. Pick one. But I never finished The New Girl. I might one of these days. I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. One of my favorite sitcoms is Seinfeld. I'm gonna lie, cry hard at the end of Breaking Bad. Nah, I didn't cry. I didn't even get emotional. I got pissed. Fuck Jesse. I hate Jesse. Like, I hate that nigga. Fuck Jesse. And fuck Heisenberg's family while I'm at it. The wife and the son. Bitch ass nigga. But yeah, I hated a lot of characters on that show. Did you like the miniseries they did with Jesse? The movie? No. I don't like Jesse. I didn't like him getting a happy ending. Like, I got the whole watching him get tortured for years is supposed to make us feel sorry for him. But you did that to yourself, bitch. See what I did there? But he did that to himself. If you just listened to Heisenberg, none of that would have happened. But you want to be all emotional. Yes, Heisenberg watched your girlfriend die, nigga. He didn't tell her to do the drugs. He didn't put the shit in her fucking veins. It's like, he didn't do none of that shit. All he did was wait like 20 seconds. Also, though, niggas forget, this is the same girl that convinced you to try to blackmail him. This is the same girl that convinced you to leave the $1 million business. The fuck? This is the same girl that got you back on drugs, Jesse. But then, no, you hate Heisenberg. Jesse is such a bitch. How many times Heisenberg saved your life, nigga? Heisenberg saved your life so many fucking times. If it wasn't for Heisenberg, you'd have ended up like your friends, bro. Who I liked. But before Heisenberg came into the pictures, they were just going to be junkies and not really do anything. Heisenberg convinced them to do more, even though they still ended up similar places. But I fuck with my man with the beanie. I wanted to see him. I was happy for the 10 minutes we got to see him in the Jesse spinoff joint, right? And then he gave Jesse his beanie. Like, nigga don't fucking deserve your beanie. You a real G. Jesse's a bitch, bro. Claiming bodies that he didn't catch. I hate Jesse. You know what it is? Why I hate Jesse so much? It's because he has so much potential. I thought he was going to be a ride or die, and he just was not. He was not. He wasn't loyal. Meanwhile, Heisenberg was loyal to you. Heisenberg looked at you like his son, nigga. Even to the end, when on his deathbed, what he do? He spent his last 5 minutes of life saving yours. But yeah, my bad. I started ranting. So I don't think BX did though. See, yeah, you already knew. You already knew. I like certain aspects of it. I just don't like Jesse. I hate Jesse. He's a disloyal bitch. I do not like him. I was like, imagine us watching a whole movie about Judas. I want to see the nigga that betrayed. Was that Jesus? Yes, Jesus. Judas, I think, is the one he did it for some silver. Nigga, I don't want to see this nigga a whole 2 hours about the nigga that betrayed someone. Well, no, you know what? Let me not say that because I like Judas and the Black Messiah. I thought that was a brilliant movie. So, okay. Seinfeld is definitely one of my top sitcoms. The Stinky Car, yep, and Junior Mint episodes are priceless. I like Man Hands, the Super Nazi, of course. Like, let's see, the episode where George keeps using the picture of his dead wife to get new attractive women. The Bet, I love the Bet episode. Elaine got some good focused episodes too. Oh, Shrinkage. I love the Shrinkage episode. Seinfeld is funny. I'm a huge Seinfeld fan. Me and my older brother, were kids watching that shit. And for some weird reason, we found it so funny because we talked about people the same way Jerry and his friends talked about people. We fucking related to that shit because we used to be like, Man Hands, Decimus, and we were kids. So that's why we thought the show was hilarious. Now as an adult, I realized that it's a TV show about assholes. And the reason why I probably thought it was hilarious is because I'm an asshole. Simple as that. I think Seinfeld was genius. I would love for them to do a reunion. Yeah, do that shit while people are alive, bro. Do the reunion while people are still alive. Been watching a lot of Forged and Fire lately. I was on TV, has some free channels built in the TV. One of the channels is dedicated to Forged and Fire. Okay. I'm not mad at that. I'll be watching the free anime channel. So I get you. He respected the art. Let me guess, you hate Jesse? I fucking hate Jesse. I don't like him. He's a sucker. I don't like disloyal characters in TV. You actually get commercials that are footage for Forged Fire, which more TV commercials are like that. That's funny. You ever see that movie with Joe Butler? It was Dracula, where he was supposed to be Judas, I think. It was Dracula X. Yeah, I remember that. The fact that I remember that and didn't remember that was Gerard Butler, because I remember they was trying to do some shit where they explained the reason why vampires were weak to silver in this world or in this universe for the movie was because the vampire, Dracula, was actually Judas, and his punishment for betraying Jesus was him turning into a vampire. So the silver was supposed to be the pieces of silver that he betrayed Jesus for, was supposed to be a representation of why vampires don't like it. I hated that. I remember, let me look at a trailer of that so I can remember who was in that shit. How do I remember that whole movie and forgot that was Gerard Butler? I definitely watched that movie as a kid. I don't think there's many vampire movies that I never watched. I was really into supernatural stuff when I was a kid. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel. I still think you should check out Angel, Chris. I'm telling you, you're not going to regret it. It's like a detective vampire show. Dracula X. Yeah, I've watched every Dracula movie. Dracula X. Is this what it's called? No, that's not what it's called. It might be called Dracula 2000 or some shit. Watch me be right. Watch me be right. That shit was dead ass cool. Is this the one you talking about? Nah, you might not be talking about this. I don't. Yeah, that is wow. I remembered the name of the. I swear, I haven't even thought of this movie in over 15 years, maybe more. This shit came out when I was 10 years old. I've watched it one time and remembered the entire movie, but couldn't remember the faces. That is Gerald Butler. Wow. How the fuck? I'm gonna tell my older brother that they're gonna start dying laughing. Yo, that was a good one, Chris. I remember the entire movie. Don't remember the faces. That's insane. I watched a lot of movies. You ever seen that movie? Yeah. That's crazy. I'm looking at the trailer right now. I remember because they explained it to where he was really Judas. Because wasn't he trying to rob some shit? Yeah, I definitely remember this. Why is the whole movie on YouTube right now? I'm not trying to snitch. Wow, and this is a clear copy too. That's how old this shit is. Nobody's trying to watch this. Oh, it's clear enough. Clear enough for me to watch this on the big screen. Shit. I ain't mad at it. I might rewatch this just for nostalgia. You ever like watch a movie not because of like it might even necessarily be good, but just for nostalgia? Look, I put Dracula 2000 and Judas scene pops up. This shit got mad famous actors in this. Look at Gerald Butler looking young as hell too. You guys compared. Oh, that was Katarina. Sorry about that. You know, that was a good one, Katarina. I remember the entire movie and forgot that this one was with the coins. I forgot that was Gerald Butler. That's insane. Why did I remember that? Yo. Deadass. But that was a good one, Katarina. Why do you remember that? You be watching it? Something like that. It was a movie. The movie was wild but good. It was okay. I didn't fuck with it. The Judas shit was kind of threw me for a loop. Let's see. Guys, somebody say something so I can make sure the chat's still working. And I'm not going to stay on for that much longer. If anyone has any questions, you want to ask me anything about music too, I got you. I'll answer it. Yep. Appreciate you. Thank you, Bean. Just wanted to make sure it was still working. This is funny as hell. When the silver coins land, just love it when you see a silver dollar. No, for that was only a silver. Niggas dropped a silver dollar into Judas' hands and thought we wasn't gonna peep that. That's crazy. Yeah, mad people are making fun of this scene on YouTube. The comment section is tearing that shit up. Oh man, I might rewatch it. I'm gonna rewatch it. Let's see. Maybe I might like it now. He showed this nigga as Judas. Whenever I have time to binge, I'm going to start with Angel. Yeah, I'm telling you, you are not going to regret it, Chris. From time to time, like I think I used to rewatch it every year. Now I kind of rewatch it every 2 years or so. But I do watch like video essays and documentaries of people like breaking it down and giving their opinion on it on a regular basis. Like I subscribe to channels dedicated to it. I fuck with the Buffy the Vampire Slayer universe in general, but Angel is my favorite TV show in that universe. Hey, what's up, Deb? How you doing? Like a lot of older movies haven't been feeling the newest stuff lately feels so watered down. You're not wrong. From time to time, I'd be on that same type of swag where I'll just go and watch a bunch of old stuff. Sometimes I'll find like a movie that I haven't watched before that's just older. And sometimes I just watch classics. Like I rewatched, not rewatched, but I watched this prison boxing movie. What's that shit called? I can't remember. But I remember my godmother used to always be watching that shit when I was a little kid. Like some shit from like the 70s. And I was like, you know what? Let me go and rewatch this shit. I see it's on Tubi for free. Let me watch this. Let me see if it's a good movie. It was actually pretty good. Part one. Then they started bugging out with part two and part three, but part one was pretty dope. You said Kratos has started watching a new show called Succession. Yeah, I finished that. I'm not going to spoil it for you, especially due to the fact that the entire show is based on who gets picked to run the company. So I'm not going to ruin that for you, but I enjoyed it. Like I've come to realize that I like business shows too. That's a genre that I fuck with. I used to think that I didn't fuck with it. Well, maybe when I was a kid, I didn't have the patience for it. But now I'll sit there and watch a whole show that's about business. Don't got to be much action. You could just have niggas debating, going back and forth, doing like Game of Thrones shit, but more for like behind the scenes business type shit. And I'll sit there and watch that whole show. And that's exactly what I did with Succession. If you talking about the show with the rich father and his kids, yeah, I watched that whole show. I like it. I thought it was pretty decent. I didn't guess anything right, but I still enjoyed the ride. If we're talking about the same show. So I think he's gonna like it too. Just watch Angels in the Outfield with my kids the other day. Yeah, it's like y'all reading my mind. I rewatched that recently. And then I rewatched part two. Just for some weird reason. I was like, I remember this movie when I was a kid. Let me go back and watch this. And then I was like, oh shit, that's this nigga. I didn't even remember that the main character was this guy, this famous ass actor. Is his name Joseph Levitt or something like that? Like he's super famous currently, but he was in that movie when he was a little kid. I feel like that is Joseph Levitt. I think that's his name, Angel in the Outfield. Like I rewatched that shit recently and was recognizing mad people. That should be crazy sometimes when you watch an old movie and be like, wait a minute, ain't that this famous actor? Man, this nigga been acting forever. Let me see. Angels in the Outfield. My man, Danny Glover. Same show. I sit there on my phone while he watches and peeping here and there. It's a good show. It's like really like, imagine Game of Thrones with no action. That's blatantly what it is. Game of Thrones with no action. You see, I'm looking at Angels in the Outfield trailer right now, just so I can see the actors. Yeah, Danny Glover. I used to love sport movies, man. Yeah, it is Joseph Levitt. He's a little kid. He was the main actor in this. Crazy. Ever seen Gordy? Sounds familiar, but I don't think so. Old dude from Back to the Future. Back to the Future. Yeah, you talk about my man Doc. Yeah, he played the angel, the main angel. He was in part two as well. The thing I like about Angels in the Outfield is each movie is a different sport, I believe. Because I know part one is baseball, part two is supposed to be football, I think. And then I think they keep changing the sport. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm thinking of Air Bud. Who remember Air Bud? Y'all remember Air Bud? They had this fucking dog playing every sport, nigga. They sent that nigga's kids into space. Air Bud Part 7. Nigga, the type of movies we watched as kids, bro, and it was good though. It's like nice, like nothing crazy. Our parents could just go and get this view. That's Matthew McConaughey. I totally forgot Matthew McConaughey was in this. And my man Tony Danza. That's crazy. What was I saying? Yeah, you could just put on some VHS, like a kid's film, and we could sit there and enjoy that shit when we was young, bro. Now it's kind of rare. You might find somebody on YouTube that does good kid content, right? That can entertain our children without nothing crazy being in it. But I feel like we had more of a selection. Or maybe I think that we had a better selection, right? I was telling my little brother about, what's the name of this shit with the little kid that time traveled? I used to love that movie as a kid. My mom used to put that shit on every day. So the little kid, I think he falls into a well or some shit, and he wakes up in medieval times. And then they did a part 2 where he falls into the same river and then comes back in like, I think he comes out like Aladdin or some shit. Yeah, some shit where he got to go and be the king of thieves. I forgot the name of that shit. I used to love that shit when I was a kid. Shit, the Inspector Gadget movie. Homeward Bound was my shit. Yeah, we just had better shit. Gordon Levitt. There you go. I said Joseph Levitt. Sorry about that. Gordon Levitt. He's also in the remake of Dark Shadows. What the fuck did he play? What? I watched that movie. I don't remember him being in it. I remember Johnny Depp. I remember I feel like her name was Chloe, the girl that played Hit Girl on Kick Ass. Me and my mini watched Air Bud 1 and 2, only good ones. Sorry about that. How many of there are there? It's like, I know there's a bunch. I remember I seen a trailer where his kids go to space, bro. I was like, Air Bud got kids? I remember he played basketball. I remember he played like baseball, soccer. This nigga Air Bud was busting ass every sport. He put Air Bud and see what happens. Air Bud, nigga. And we watched that shit, man, faithfully. Same thing with, what was the other shit? Mighty Ducks was my shit. That's one of my favorite children's films. When I was a kid, Mighty Ducks. Yeah, Air Bud, Disney. That's crazy. When I was 7 years old, part 1 came out. Air Bud, 7th inning fetch. Whoa. That's him playing baseball. But it's so wholesome. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Wholesome. Right? Do they even make wholesome content like this anymore? Air Bud World Pup. That's crazy. So Air Bud and his sons play soccer. This nigga Air Bud did it. Air Bud did volleyball too. Air Bud spikes back. Then you got Air Buddies. That's the one with his kids. They got that one for free on Air Bud YouTube channel, which is crazy that, well, shit, they got so many movies. You could make an Air Bud fucking channel, right? Wow, I forgot he played football too. This nigga did everything. Motherfucker Air Bud was accomplishing more in life than I ever could. This nigga Air Bud lived a full life, man. We strive to be like Air Bud. MVP. I remember MVP. I don't know which one came out first. MVP might be a spinoff, but I remember MVP with the monkey. It's supposed to be the monkey that played sports. Well, he did extreme stunts like skateboard and shit. That is crazy. I'm really sitting here looking at this shit in amazement. The nostalgia just hit. Before that was Dennis the Menace. Yup. My mom used to let her friend babysit me and my brother. And she had, her friend had 2 daughters that knew every word in Dennis the Menace, word for word, to where we used to hate when they put that shit on. They would put that joint on tape, and those 2 girls would say every line in that film. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Fuck. I must have watched this shit crazy. And I didn't understand that until, I think I did the same thing with Smart Guy. I watched that TV show so much that I remember a friend was like, yo, could you stop doing that? I'm like, what? It's like, nigga, you saying every line. I was like, I didn't even realize I was doing that. But it's because I watched it so much. This shit was just instilled in my brain where I don't even have to be looking at the screen. I remember the episode. Like, oh, this is where Marcus and Mo robbed that talent show. That didn't really happen on the TV show, by the way, guys. Joking. Do you think they should have gave Marcus and Mo their own TV show? Yeah, this is crazy. I didn't know there was an Air Bud universe. Whoa. They got the joint where they made the monkey a spy. Him and the monkey became superheroes. They went and found an English monkey. They started a pup academy. Niggas is making money off of that Air Bud. And mind you, wow, that's smart though. They put every movie for free on YouTube. When y'all watched it, did y'all watch it on YouTube? Nigga, that's crazy. You can go to, they have their own YouTube channel for Air Bud that has all the movies for free. That's fire. What about Ernest? Nigga, Ernest should do that. Ernest was my son. I used to fuck with Ernest. Y'all gonna have me watching Air Bud for nostalgia purposes. That's me with Twilight. I can lie on it for days. With Twilight. I watched Twilight a lot too growing up. I ain't going front. 14 Air Buds, 2 X-Men spinoffs. That's crazy. There's more than 2 spinoffs. I just looked because the channel has them listed. It got to be way more because they got MVP. I remember that was a spinoff where they let the monkey that skateboard do his own thing. Then I think they made him snowboard. And then I see from the makers of Air Bud, Spy Mate, where they got a monkey as a spy. They got him as a superhero. Then they got something called Pup Academy, where I guess niggas train the kids of fucking Air Bud or some shit. Apparently, in this universe, there's mad animal movies that just connect to Air Bud. That is fucking hilarious. A Pup Star, what is that? That's a singing competition. Niggas got a singing competition joint. All right, let it go, my nigga. It's over. It's over. Y'all niggas had like a good run. You had a good 30 years. Stop.